In this video, we're back to Rancho Leonero. Becca and I, we go to this place about, 2, 3 times a year, and it's our favorite getaway. Out of all the places we travel around the world, this is like our second home. We're always at the ranch. And basically, you fly into Cabo, you drive about an hour and a half north of Cabo before you get to Los Barillas, and then you take this washboard dirt road over to the coast, and you're basically staying on a ranch. And it's a beautiful scenic place. The fishing is fantastic from shore. The snorkeling and spearfishing is fantastic from shore. And when you go out in a boat, it's not a very long run until you're into some really good offshore fishing. So I hope you enjoy this video. Basically in this video, as usual, we kind of timed our trip bad, and Tropical Storm Ivo was coming through. So when we landed in Cabo, it was pouring rain. Usually when we go to BBB, I ran a Crown Vic, which a Crown Vic police interceptor is the ultimate Baja vehicle. I mean, that thing just floats across the washboard roads down there. It's tough as nails, and it's powerful enough to pass big rigs on the road. So unfortunately, I didn't get my Crown Vic this time. But, conditions were bad. I knew the roads were going to be muddy. So we rented a Ford Explorer. Looked like it had a little bit of a lift kit on it, some mud tires. And, we called it Dora the Explorer. And the adventure started. Rancho Leonero. So Tropical Storm Ivo just came through the southern Baja Peninsula, and the roads are pretty messed up down here, and luckily we rented this Ford Explorer from BBB, and it looks like it's got a little lift kit on it and mud tires on it, so that's a good thing, because look what we got to go through up here. Bam, look at that. So I think I'm just gonna haul ass through it and see what happens. So we made it to Rancho Leonero, but it was a little bit of an adventure in the mud. So we're trolling the water to a froth today. Basically early this morning, we had about, I don't know, 250, 300 pound blue marlin in the spread, swinging its bill around, hitting the lures. We dropped back a bait to it, couldn't get it to bite. Came back a little bit later, probably the same fish. We turned around in the same area, same thing, couldn't get it to bite the drop back bait. So it's been super slow until then. I picked off a pretty nice Dorado, so we have some meat for the freezer. But other than that, it's been a real slow day. I think that storm really put everything down. Shrimp ceviche with my love by the pool. Back in the pool, sipping an ice cold pina colada, and life is good. Baja, California. We're about ready to head out on a super panga today, do some inshore fishing. You know, offshore was a bust yesterday, so hopefully we get a rooster fish, maybe a big pargo, and you know, if we get real desperate, I brought some frozen shrimp along, and we'll just fill up the ice chest with some cochitos. So enjoy the video. Oh, Becca got a Dorado. Look at that beautiful thing. Nice. Nice fish, Becca. Becca and her Dorado. Very beautiful fish. Caught just yards from shore. Time to get some ceviche. There he is. Oh, there's more trigger. Bounce him up over. Put them down. Got some triggerfish. You know, a lot of people look past these great fish when they're out here fishing and consider them somewhat of a junk fish, but they make great ceviche. I'll take a picture. The greatest part about staying at Rancho Leonero till Monday is that everybody leaves on Sunday. I mean, we literally got this place to ourselves. Isn't that right, Becca? Iguana life. Look at this gangster. What's up, Mr. Iguana? Oh, there he goes. Look at that dude. Another perfect weekend at Rancho Leonero. So that concludes another awesome trip to Rancho Leonero. You know, we come here 2-3 times a year. It's one of our favorite places to go. You know, sometimes the fishing's on fire when you come down here, and you just load up the boat in an hour, and sometimes, you know, like on this trip, it was a little bit scratchy because of the storm that came through, but overall, we had a great time as usual, and old Dora the Explorer here really came through for us on this trip. You know, through the washed out arroyos and through the muddy road into Rancho Leonero. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, and thanks for watching.